Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. You're joining us here at Lago Maggiore West. That'll be the west side of the town. And you're joining us for round 4 of the Renault Megane Trophy, Season 2. And what a cracking little championship this is turning into. We knew these Renault Meganes had some fight about them, but my word, it's been entertaining. But I don't know, how long have we got? I've got something I need to get off my chest. So have we got 5 minutes before qualifying, before we do all the table and everything like this? I think, you know, something needs to be brought to the attention of the people out there. There's something I've uncovered within the Virtual Racers Club. Corruption, it could possibly be inside the very club that I hold so dear to me. And it's, I don't know now. None of this is substantiated, and none of it is possibly true. But I do know at least one admin of the Virtual Racers Club has received a package of chocolates, very fancy chocolates from Belgium. Now that's been open, and everyone knows about that. But today, on Discord, the host, the lobby host, posts a picture of his TV, their TV, saying the lobby is open. Now, I have noticed at the bottom of Skyjacker's picture that he has placed, Your Honour, that there is a very fancy looking box of chocolates there. Now, I'm not going to name names, but they possibly could be Belgian chocolates. And, you know, I just want to know the truth. You can't handle the truth, but I just need to know. What is the shindig, and why are all these fancy boxes of chocolate showing up? So that's all I have to say on the matter. So let's have a look. There's Barry Twins going round. Good old Baz, my mate Baz. All right, Baz, how's it going, Baz? Hey. Okay. Well, look, we're at round 4 of the Megane Trophy. Let's have a look at the chat. Homesick Alien saying good evening. Skyjacker saying good evening. And Skyjacker says those are my missuses from her boss. Okay, right, well, we've got a cover story for the chocolates. Maybe I'm making a bigger deal of this than possibly I should be, but, you know, got to keep an eye on things. I've just got to, you know, I'm just keeping on top of things, just making sure everything's honest out there, that's all. I'm just wondering why I don't have a box of chocolates. Anyway, so round 4 of the Megane Trophy Series, whatever it's called, Renault Megane Trophy, Season 2. And we're at Lago Maggiore, west side. We're just about to go qualifying, which is perfect timing, so I'm going to tell you the table. The rules of this are we're going to qualify at 8 o'clock for 10 minutes in these absolute crackers of cars. And then, after that, we will be having 2 30-minute races. In these races that we shall be having, we have an option compound of tyre. It is the Racing Super Soft, and that can only be used 1 stint per the whole round, equals 2 races. And the soft tyre is a free choice for those bad boys. They can choose that soft tyre as much as they want, but there is a mandatory compound, and it is the medium, and it's got to be used for at least 1 stint per round. So the Super Softs, you can use it for a stint, but only no more than 1 stint. The mediums you have to use for 1 stint. Get me? We up together with this one? Cracking. Let's go on to the table then, because that is where it's all getting juicy, Lucy. Hang on, one quick cough. Right, moving into the table. Oh, Skyjacker's asking ready. Let me get me R up. Let me get me R up for the big man that's got a fancy box of chocolates under his TV, showing off, I think. And I'll move on to the table as they get ready to qualify. So, Homesick Alien is sitting at the top of your table with 88 points. Talleyrand in second, chasing after him on 86 points. Shiren in third on 77 points, with Noxie having an absolute champion of a season in fourth on 73 points. Guesty fifth on 66 points, but beware, oh no, it's not yet. Ensenua in sixth on 54 points. The Barry Twins, my mate Barry, He's in 7th on 48 points, with Skyjacker in 8th on 48 points. Then we have Turtle in 9th on 34 points, Racer Brown 10th on 29 points, Jokers in 11th on 28 points, Web Smurfer 12th on 26 points, Cthulhu 13th on 26 points, and Koikite 14th on 25 points, Bunny in 15th on 17 points, Rido is 16th on 12 points, and the Rivs is yet to score. I don't know if he's here today, but he has not been in attendance so far. The wins and podiums have been varied. Homescaling with 2 wins under his belt. We had Guesty take a win last week, and Skyjacker taking a win as well, Racer Brown having a win, and also Cthulhu. So the wins are spread across the field, which makes for a very interesting championship, especially when them drop scores come in. So I did not tell you who was in full attendance. If you want to check out our website, I mean, you can check out our website if you want, but if you want to check out the tables that are always up to date, they're on our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and we've got a lot of chat now. We've got some movement in the chat. Let's have a quick look. So Homesick Alien, he's having a thinking face and laughing as well. He's joining this conspiracy. Skyjacker, you really Koi saying evening. Skyjacker's saying you really are, mate. Koi saying, didn't you get any chocolates from Baz? Because I did. Yeah, well, we know you're the one we know about, but I've got suspicions there may be other admins that have had chocolates. Baz says, who wants chocolate? Oh, that's an open question in the chat, isn't it? Everyone's going to say yeah. Koi saying, honestly, Barry, nicest chocolates I've ever eaten. Mama Homesick saying, evening thingy, how are you? I'm feeling a little left out, to tell you the truth, Mama. No, I know. I'm only jesting. And Racer Brown saying hello, and Baz saying, evening thingy, you chocolate dog. Hey, man, I'm looking at my pizza going cold in front of me, so chocolates are the least of my concerns right now, as they make their way around like a Maggiore. That's on the west side. And Skyjacker leads them out to start his flying lap. I was going to apologise for the beginning of this, saying there's going to be no energy because it's so hot. But it's all right. It started all right, hasn't it? We've got off to a bit of energy. Just wait. I was nearly asleep on the sofa about 20 minutes beforehand. The heat frazzles your circuits, man. Cooks your brain. So Skyjacker cuts the first sector as they make their way. I love this corner. I call it the flying hairpin. I have no idea. It's a fast hairpin, man. It really does feel fast. Look, they're going through at 80 odd, so yeah. It's the flying hairpin with a lovely angle on it, so you can take in so much speed. And a great overtaking place as well. Heavy on the brakes, and you see many go up the inside there. So we'll keep an eye on that corner. So many beautiful corners here at Lago Maggiore. They got this circuit quite right, it's got to be said. And Skyjacker then leads them around. Look, he got all the limelight on that one. I didn't move off him at all. Well, what's the point? We'll see what his time is, then we'll have a look through the field, and that is one hell of a sexy livery, one has to say. So Skyjacker just about to cross the line. He's planted a 128.5. Racer Brown already dipping into the 27s. Maybe the only one so far, Skyjacker. Oh no, Guesty's just nicked out Talleyrand as well. There is movement behind Racer Brown, but so far Racer Brown, they're all edging a little closer though, and Racer Brown might not have the advantage. So Racer Brown 2/10 ahead of the rest of the field, sitting on provisional pole, and usually he's at work, so it's nice to see him here, and he's trying to use that tailwind of Skyjackers to propel himself along a little bit faster than Skyjacker can go, but so far he has provisional pole. Sharen, the Russian sensation, slapping it in second spot. He's had some strong races in this series. He's come back with a bang. We haven't seen him for a while, as he's not been able to get GT7. I don't know if he has yet, but back on GT Sport, and he's up for it, and he's doing an absolute corker of a job. Talleyrand second in the championship, and he did have a win. Oh, has he got a proper win? I know he had a win taken away from him, and he made a rule change, so he's like your Jackie Stewart of the VRC. We forced a rule change. So yeah, Talleyrand, no, he has not had a win this season so far, but second in the championship and third on the grid at the moment. The man is on absolute flames, lad. No, scrub that, he's on pole. And Talleyrand has decided that this championship is there for the taking. And that is just what he intends to do round here at Lago Maggiore. We will do a quick... We've got 5 minutes left to qualify, and we'll get on car. We've got to go through the field, man. I haven't gone through the whole field yet. I got to third, didn't I, with Talleyrand? So let's do a quick one, shall we? I won't do a long-winded chat about everyone. So Talleyrand there is on pole. Guesty is second fastest so far, but getting purples, which compels me now to just wait a little bit. It's not far away for the next sector. He's just got to go through the flying hairpin. Up the hill. Yeah, he'll cut the next ribbon. And then we'll move on. He's second. I'm not getting through this grid very well. Sorry, guys. I've lost the knack of qualifying. It's because we did a couple of GT7 sport races and they don't do qualifying, so it's just like, he's purple again. I've got to hang around. That's the rules, man. That's the way it is. So dangerous, man. But they are the rules. So as we wait for Guesty to cross the line, because this could be good for pole position, and it is nice if we get to watch the pole lap. He takes it into that final corner with such precision. It is absolute delight to look at as he runs to cross the line. Racer Brown's already gone faster. He does go faster, but not as fast as Racer Brown. 900ths of a second. Wow. Talleyrand is in third. Shiren, oh no, Shiren's pole. Shiren is pole. We've got to start again. Hey, we've really got to get this together, guys. Come on, I haven't even made it through the grid yet. So Shiren, let's have a look at the tyres while we're doing it as well. That, you know, because they have to start what they qualify on, so there'll be some element of mediums out there, I guess. Shiren then is on pole with Racer Brown also on the racing softs in second. Third is Guesty on a set of racing softs. Talleyrand on a set of racing softs is fourth. Noxie is fifth. He's also on a set of racing softs. Skyjacker opting for the mediums and doing an absolute corking job. 7,000ths of a second off of Noxie's time, donning a set of mediums around here, which is a very cornery track, I would say, if you can say that. Homesick Alien, seventh also. He's sporting a pair of those mediums from the autumn collection, and they suit him well. Down there in seventh, 3/10 off of Skyjacker's time. Eighth, Ensign Hewitt, also on a set of mediums, and he's 2/10 off of the Alien. Ninth, we have the Turtle. Bandit. The Bandit is back. I love it. We saw the Bandit in the Blue Moon 300s, and Turtle coming up with it again, and he's ninth so far. Guess he's gone faster, but stays at third. Homesick's gone faster. He's in seventh. He was 720 behind Skyjacker, so no movement. Turtle then ninth fastest. He's gone for a set of super softs on that Renault Megane. Then we have a Webb Smurfer just going up ahead of... Oh, he went ahead of Turtle, I believe. But Ensign Hewitt... No, Turtle's gone faster and he's gone ahead of Ensign Hewitt. So everyone's getting ahead of Ensign Hewitt at the moment, bless him. So Webb Smurfer 10th at the moment on the grid, with Bazza in 11th. He's on medium tyres. And Koikap also on those medium tyres down there in 12th. But he's got about half a second to find on the Baz. Just needs a good clean run. And this one's looking healthy. We'll see as he cuts the first sector. He's up on his own time. It's not quite enough to get ahead of the Baz. He's got to find a couple more tenths. We've got a minute left of qualifying. He should easily get round to get another lap in if this lap doesn't go to plan. But Koika, we know he's got fine pedigree. Racer Brown goes faster and still on pole. I believe he was on pole. Guesty goes faster, stays at third. We're checking Coy now. He's still just under 3/10. He needs a couple more tenths to get ahead of the Baz. Noxie's gone faster, and we'll have a quick flick through the grid as they're all setting faster times. And we saw Koikap in the Focusers. Ford Focus Championship. He had strong finishers there. Came second in the 1v1, so we know he's got the speed and the pace. He's just not finding that Renault beneath him at the moment. He gets another lap though, and we have a run through. So Racer Brown is sitting on provisional pole with a 27.0. Unbelievable lap times from these guys. Sharon is second on the grid so far, and only 0.07 of a second off of Racer Brown's time. And the final lap counter has shown up. There's a few coming up there to cross the line. Guesty thirds. Homesick Talleyrand fourth. Who's going to cross the line? Who's getting there? No one. I don't know who that is. Try and find that person in that last corner. Oh, I've done a terrible job. Oh, it's Racer Brown. I apologise. I went through everyone. And Racer Brown, he finishes, goes faster again. And Sharon, no, Guesty, no, that's Skyjacker. Oh, Skyjacker doesn't go any faster. Guesty and Talleyrand doesn't either. Nor does Guesty, nor does Homesick. Noxie does and goes fifth. And Sharon crosses the line. Doesn't look like he goes faster either. Oh, lost the track there of everyone. Hey, where is people? There's Turtle. Turtle's qualifying. Absolute blinding. Someone's crossing the line. Oh, that's the Baz. He doesn't go any faster. And Turtle on those super softs, 8th, and he does. He goes 7th, goes ahead of Homesick Alien. He's crossing the line now, and there we see Web Smurf across the line. Doesn't go any faster. Baz has already crossed the line, and Koika, he didn't get any closer to the Baz. So Racer Brown takes pole position, puts himself in a great position here into that first corner. The first corner rather tight, easy to get the corner stolen away from you, especially if you don't get a great start. And they get up the inside, and then you've just got to sort of stick it there on the outside and hang it out there, because then the corner goes again to your side. So I'm talking rubbish. There you go. There's the grid. Racer Brown, Sharon, Guesty, Talleyrand, Noxie, Skyjacker, Turtle, Homesick Alien, Ensign Hewitt, Web Smurfer, Barry Twins, Koika. We'll take away the big numbers, and then we'll see if there's a better angle. And there is. Oh no, that's it. It's a lot, I'm afraid. Here we go then, waiting for the lights, and it's a go here for round 4 of the Renault Megane Trophy. And Racer Brown off to a great start. Sharon looks like he's got Guesty, but Guesty's got that inside line. But that puts Sharon, but Sharon's gone wide. Sharon's gone wide. He clambers back on the track just ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand avoiding him, but Skyjacker. Oh no, Skyjacker trying to go up the inside of Talleyrand. He's had a small off. He's waiting for everyone to go by so he can get back on the track. Up further then. Sharon in third with Talleyrand right on his Jaxie there for fourth. Noxie in fifth. And Turtle making a great start up to 6th. I didn't even see Noxie. Where is he? There he is. He's trying to move on Sharon, isn't he? Where's Talleyrand then? Oh, they're all there together. Yes, they're all going to go 3 wide into the flying hairpin. Why not? That's. So Talleyrand, he gets that position from Sharon, but does Sharon get a better drive out of the corner, up the hill? They're side by side, it looks. No, it looks like Talleyrand's just still slightly ahead, and Noxie's got his nose in there. He wants a piece of that action. A good podium here would do wonders for his championship. He's doing a great job anyway. Sharon looks like he's looking up the inside of Talleyrand. Noxie around the outside. There's battling here for the last podium position. Further down we've got Turtle v Homesick Alien. Turtle coming out tops, but Homesick Alien's got the inside line now, but he's on the medium tyres. Turtle's on those super softs, and Turtle is chugging, man. Ensign Hewitt's had a good start. He's going up the inside of Homesick Alien. The grip is eluding Alien. He's been hung out to dry on the outside, and Ensign Hewitt up into 7th place. Web Smurfer seeing an opportunity, trying to get past the Alien as well, and he does. And Bazza just to rub insult to injury. Homesick Alien's gone up the inside of Web Smurfer, but Web Smurfer now is holding the corner, and it is battling up and down the field. Bazza right in there with a chance, and Koikart making up a position there on Skyjacker, who had a small off on those medium tyres. What will he do? Will he come in, put the super softs on near the end and try and get some positions? We've seen him do that before and do it with great effectivity. Racer Brown now under immense pressure from Guesty, sat on board with Guesty at the moment as we chase the leader down. Sharon in 3rd, Talleyrand 4th, Noxie in 5th, Turtle 6th, Ensign Ewart 7th, Web Smurfer 8th, and I believe Homesick Alien in 9th. They're battling Royale out there, and this looks like Guesty's got a move on his mind. We're only on the second lap, 30-minute race we're going to have here, and the fuel and tyres so far this season can make a whole race, so they don't have to pit, but at some point in this round, these two races, they will have to use the medium tyre. We've seen some of them using the medium tyre early on. Looks like Racer Brown's pulled a little bit away there from Guesty, half a second between them. Shiren, Talleyrand and Noxie in this juicy little battle, and it looks like Turtle has been given an invitation because he's just about to join them in their soiree. But Shiren has pulled a little bit away from Talleyrand. Talleyrand maybe having to defend somewhat from Noxie, who is on fire in this championship. He really has come to life in these Group 4 Meganes. Turtle on those super softs, 1.2 seconds away. Is that Turtle lining Talleyrand up? And Noxie lining Talleyrand up for a move. No, he dips back in. Well, he was just having a look, maybe distracting Talleyrand somewhat. Talleyrand a little wide coming out of the corner. That's going to give Noxie a lovely run. Talleyrand tries to make his car as wide as he possibly can. Noxie saying, "Sod you, I'm going around the outside." But no, all good in the hood. No, Talleyrand still sliding out wide. And Noxie, ever a threat, just having a look up the inside and the outside of Talleyrand. Talleyrand with his hands full with the Russian sensation just ahead of him as Guesty's in the lead. I apologise, Guesty, my word, is in the lead. I'll try, I will try, we will see. No, the move's already done, I apologise. Guesty, you're amazing. Rubbish for me not to catch that. We were watching you like 2 seconds ago. Why do you guys wait until I cut away? Guesty sliding that Renault in. He really does love to get a good slide on, does Guesty. Oh, Guesty putting a wheel out, but it looks like Racer Brown put the same wheel out as well. And these two battling each other. Helps Shiren, Talleyrand. Oh, Shiren out wide. Can he survive this one? It looks like he just about does. And I don't know if he'll get away with that too many laps, as there may be submittance, as it looks like Racer Brown is going to try and get a move around the outside of the flying hairpin, but Guesty's got it covered off, and that is so delicious, man. It's great. Look, oh, Racer Brown did get some better propulsion out of the corner, better drive up the hill, and the lead from Guesty. And this looks like this is going to be a swap in. Oh, Guesty going for another move up the inside, but Racer Brown holds on for dear life at the moment. It is a lot of pressure, and Racer Brown is not used to taking this pressure, I must say. Usually when he breaks, but Guesty's staying with him and keeping him accountable for that position. Talleyrand's moved up ahead of Shiren. We saw Shiren going wide, and it looks like Shiren's having a moment in that Renault, adjusting to the weight change, maybe with the fuel coming off, or the tyres just slithering away from him. But Talleyrand is in control and in third place. Talleyrand, he's a habitual habitual podiumer. And there he is again in third, working his way up, with Shiren now fourth, fending off an on-fire Noxie. No one can stop him. Turtles standing ground in that sixth place. Now the Super Softs can do a full race, but they get punished for it, and they do lose a lot of time come the end of the race when they do try to use Super Softs all the way to the end, but we have seen that happen. So Webb Smurfer there, he's on the medium tyres, 2.7 seconds behind Turtle. If he can stay close enough, is Webb Smurfer, I am sure Turtle's tyres will not be in a healthy state come the end of the race. Webb Smurfer might be in a strikeable position. Homesick Alien in 8th place, not the race he was looking for, and Bazza keeping him in account there, and Skyjacker unbelievably has got himself past. Oh, it looks like Ensign Ewart's had to come undone. Ensign Ewart down in 12th place. We saw he was up in like 8th or 7th just earlier, fighting for position. but he did a 1:35 on lap 3, and that might have a little sniff of an off in my book. And now he's chasing down Kuikarp, 2 seconds adrift. Kuikarp did a 31.3 his last time around. He's going to hit the line with a 30.9. Ensign Newer at 30.3. So Ensign Newer might be able to catch up Kuikarp if he keeps on cracking on. Skyjacker, unbelievable, catching up the pack again. And he can see Bazza, homesick. Maybe no, Web Smurfer's a little further. Well, no, Web Smurfer's still there and thereabouts. It's Turtle that's pulled away a little bit. Turtle really closing in. Talleyrand's proper lost his top podium. He's down in 5th place. Shiren back up into 3rd. Noxie now in 4th. So, and that again to me reeks like a small mistake. Talleyrand giving up 2 positions. What are they doing ahead now? Racer Brown getting into his sway. He's getting his swagger on. He's 1.5 seconds away from Guesty. Guesty chasing him down. Oh, I don't know. Some people do prefer to be the chaser rather than the chased. But it's tough to tell, especially when you're chasing someone like Racer Brown on his day. The man is faultless. Faultless, I tell thee. And Guesty chasing down these two in a race of their own, nearly 4.3 seconds ahead of Shiren, and he's only a second ahead of the Noxter, who's got Talleyrand for company, keeping his rear view mirrors full up of the VRC orange, black and white. Turtle having a cracking race there in 6th place. He's on the super soft tyres, but man alive, 2.5 seconds. If Noxie and Talleyrand's tyres start going away from him, I mean, no, Turtle is on the super softs, but he's not, I'm sure, not using them as much as these two with their racing. Talleyrand lining Noxie up for a move down into the hairpin, but Noxie really late on those brakes. Can he get out the corner? He does as well. Absolutely unbelievable. Talleyrand does catch a march on him up the hill, but Talleyrand unable to make the move in the hairpin, I believe because Noxie was quite late on those brakes. But now Noxie under a lot of pressure as Talleyrand's piling it on board with the VRC and Motorsport liveried Renault Megane, sitting in 5th place, chasing down Noxie, who's in a solid 4th. They can see Shiren just ahead. There's another race ahead of them between Racer Brown and Guesty. That's a little further down the field. Then Turtle all on his own in 6th place. And then, Homesick's up to 7th. He's got himself ahead of Web Smurfer. There's a whole little battle with Homesick, Web Smurfer. The Skyjacker's in that battle as well. So let's, he's not making the move yet. There might be time. We'll come back. Ooh, Shiren looks like he's Noxie's closed in on Shiren. I'm going the wrong way. Why am I going the wrong way? So Noxie, within a second, he was about a second away from him anyway, wasn't he? But he does look like he's closed the gap a little bit. Talleyrand really urgent now. He wants to get the move done. Turtle, like I said, all by himself. 4 seconds adrift of that battle, and 4 and a bit seconds ahead of Homesick, who's now got Skyjacker chasing him down. Web Smurfer slipping down 2 positions in his medium tyres. This is the battle of the medium tyre runners. And Web Smurfer coming back at Skyjacker, trying to just put it up the inside. And he does, and Skyjacker has to nip him behind to see if he can get a bit of a toe up the hill. And this helps Homesick Alien in 7th place pull away the Bazza, who was all up in that business as well. And he's still in there, a second behind. So Web Smurfer and Skyjacker, if they're to slow each other down in the race, then that'll give Bazza a great opportunity to close that gap. Ensign Ewart has caught Kuikarp. Did he pit? He may have pitted on lap 6. Did he start on the mediums? I think he did. So he's got rid of the mediums. And hey, we'll check out his lap times, because that might be a genius move with Ensign Ewart and Bazza not far ahead. Well, about 14 seconds, 20 seconds to Baz. But we've got a lot of race still to go. 17 minutes of the race still to go. Koikap, if he can go fast enough on those softs, he could probably catch those boys up. 29.6. So we will see. We will keep an eye on that. Racer Brown now 3.6 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty doing lovely, consistent 28s, but Racer Brown with a couple of 27s, just putting it out of reach for Guesty. But maybe Guesty still has a diabolical plan up his sleeve yet. We will have to wait and see. Shiren in it with Noxie. Talleyrand going up the inside of Noxie, and Talleyrand makes it stick. Now Talleyrand back up into fourth, and this gives Shiren a little bit of breathing space whilst those boys battle it out behind him. And Talleyrand coming out on top there for fourth place. Noxie, though, is not going to give up without a fight, on board with the Nox. And we'll check out how Turtle's tyres are doing after these next couple of corners. They brake heavy down into this left-hander, then into the right-hander. You can hardly just give the accelerator a little square, if that. Then this is just a lift corner, not really much brake needed. And then down the hill, slam that accelerator on, try and tuck in behind that car ahead of you, straight line this little chicaney thing as best you can up to the top of the hill. And then we're going downhill after that. Oh, lovely toe for Noxie there, and he's giving Talleyrand a bump. There you go, they're going to work together to catch up the Russian sensation. And there you see around the right hand hairpin, beautiful, going up the hill. Racer Brown still leads from Guesty. Shiren in third, Talleyrand fourth. We're sat on board with Noxie. And Turtle is slipping further behind. His tyres must be starting to be in pain, but he's got those medium runners behind him. We'll have to go and have a check out to see how much closer Homesick Alien and Skyjacker. Oh no, Skyjacker's dropped behind Web Smurfer. Interesting, we will go and have a look. Sat on board pretty much the lap with the Noxie. He hasn't made the move yet, and I know as soon as I pull away, you know he will. Of course he will. Alright, we'll hang around for the corner. First corner, he's going, he's looking up the inside, heavy onto those brakes there, but no, Talleyrand's got it covered. Talleyrand maintains that fourth place. Quick flick through then. Racer Brown 4.5 seconds ahead of Guesty. Kuhn is 2.5 seconds ahead of Shiren. Shiren's tyres are in a bit of a better state. Is Shiren coming back at Guesty? I thought Guesty had pulled quite away from these guys. He's been doing 28s, or he's going to the late 28s now, and he might be feeling those tyres, you know. And Shiren, still in the early 28s, he's starting to catch him, and that means this podium is not set in stone. Talleyrand just nipping ahead of Noxie, and they're not too far behind that battle, and it's going to be great. Turtle, he is on his own, but Homesick has drawn a little bit closer. And Turtle dropping into the 30s on those super softs, whilst Homesick Alien doing a 29.2. And that has danger written all over it for Turtle in the Bandit. He's got to get the Bandit to sing, man. And he's fighting with his tyres. Now, he's got a question. He's got a whole ravel of them, and he... Oh, where is Skyjacker gone? Skyjacker, oh, he's pitted and put on super softs. Now that's unusual. I'd say it's unusual because he was in not a bad unless he's setting himself up for the next race, because that will put him second on the grid. There is still 13 minutes to go, mind you. He's on a set of super softs, and they're all medium runners ahead of him. So, like Koikap, that might be a clever move. Koikap been doing solid 29 since putting on those racing softs. Was chasing down Ensign Newer, but the Baz, it seems to be there now. He's dropped behind Ensign Newer, only 4.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Ooh, he did a 37.7 on lap 10. And I think that's what's put Ensign Newitt up into 9th. Ensign Newitt doing late 30s. These two could be in danger from the Koikap and Skyjacker duo. Web Smurfer, I don't think they'll be able to catch Web Smurfer at this point, and he's doing 29.5s. on his used mediums, so he's sitting pretty. 2 seconds behind Homesick Alien, who's 2.5 seconds behind Turtle. He's not gaining, is he? Turtle pulled a 29.9 out of the hat that last lap around. He found some pace in the Renault, but the Renault certainly is looking squirrely in the corners there. It didn't look like it was too comfortable turning in, and Homesick Alien and his medium tyres would just be getting to the sweet spot now, I imagine. Just about getting right. Turtle could be in danger. Talleyrand. Oh, Turtle's going in. Turtle's going in. He's going to put the mediums on. Get him out of the way. Good lad. Good lad. Where's he going to come out then? Would imagine ahead of the Baz. No, maybe not, because Baz hasn't pitted. Skyjacker has. Ooh, it's tough to say. He's not going to put any fuel in. He's just going to change tyres. Skyjacker already up ahead. My word, this... There he goes on the medium tyres, but could be in a great position. Oh, and he does end up ahead of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker on those super softs is going to make short work of Turtle, and he does. Skyjacker. So Turtle aiming for the Baz, who's in a terrible state with his tyres. His medium's starting to go away from him. He's doing late 30s. And Skyjacker on a dash, on a trolley dash at the moment for Turtle, getting a good run on him on the medium tyres as they come up to the flying hairpin. But Skyjacker, you imagine, has the grip. Turtle possibly not so much grip. And he's probably thinking, I used to have that grip before I pitted. Now I'm on these mediums, but he is catching up the Baz, so that is a very interesting manoeuvre. Racer Brown leads this race by 7 seconds. Guesty still 2 seconds ahead of Shiren, but I'm sure Shiren, Noxie's got himself ahead of Talleyrand. Superb stuff. And I am sure Shiren is getting himself closer and closer to Guesty. Guesty's tyres are not looking happy at all. And I think Guesty has torn up his front set of racing soft tyres, and there's still 10 minutes left of this race. These three cars are heading towards Guesty with a little bit of gusto, and that's going to be great for us to see. Homesick Alien, oh yeah, he did get ahead of Turtle because Turtle pitted. Web Smurfer in 7th, Ensign Ewart now up into 8th. The race really did come to him. Plum last, wasn't he, on the first lap? He's up to 8th now with Skyjacker chasing him down on a set of super softs. Did I say? No, I said it's Web Smurfer. Skyjacker won't be able to reach. But he's going to prove me wrong with 9 minutes of this race to go. 30-minute race now. The Baz in 10th, but he's got Turtle bearing down on him on a fresher set of tyres. And we love the rivalry between Barry and Turtle in the Discord. These two now are going to duke it out on track, although is it a fair fight as the Baz's tyres are absolutely shot. And here comes Turtle up the inside like taking chocolate from a Belgium, and Turtle is not through. No, maybe it is harder to get chocolate out of a Belgian then. Oh, there was a bit of contact there. Baz has gone wide. Turtle stayed back, he's lifted, and that is playing into Koikarp's hands. And yeah, Turtle having to lift there, and as it turns out, oh look, that's not Turtle's fault. That's not Turtle's fault. So Turtle back ahead, and it's like taking chocolate from a Belgium. And Bazza struggling on those tyres. He must be, I mean, he's got one position. Well, yeah, I mean, the point's a point. He's trying to stick it in there, but he's having a torrid time on those tyres. Meanwhile, Racer Brown's doing fine. Guesty, he's dropped, they've not gained anymore. Oh, Noxie's dropped back, though. Noxie's dropped back a little bit from the barrel. And Talleyrand, he's second in the championship. Ooh, a little wide there from Shiren, but I wasn't sure if Talleyrand was a little bump on it, but if there was, I think Talleyrand's just redressed. If it happened at all, you can never tell. Sometimes it's just bad code, but Shiren's really got no grip, and he's gone off to meet the barrier. Destination Bugged. And now Shiren down to 5th, losing all grip in those racing softs. At the moment, Racer Brown is loving it with Guesty, and that's saved his hide a little bit, but has Talleyrand got the pace to catch him? With Noxie there right on his exhaust, and Shiren, oh, what a shame. The Russian sensation just losing all grip at that point of the track and just flying off to the barrier. Homesick Alien like that though. Oh, 11 seconds, still quite a way off. But there's 7 minutes to go. Homesick Alien 29.7, 29.4, 29.4. Good lap times from the Alien. Shiren at 31.1, 29.3, 29.8. So it's not far off the Alien start. He's capable, but he pushes those tyres. They're gonna hurt him. Talleyrand pulling a little bit away from Noxie now. Talleyrand really is intent on getting that spot from Guesty. Has he got the tyres? Because Guesty certainly hasn't. His left front is dismal. He has annihilated that front left tyre. He has ripped it. Bridgestone will be absolutely miffed with it if it's Bridgestone. But Guesty then, 1.4 seconds, just lost half a second in virtually 2 corners. And oh my word, that's a lot of positions, Guesty. Although Shiren hasn't got much tyre left on the car, so Guesty might be able to stay there. And oh, Noxie's tyres are absolutely pleasant, as are Talleyrand's. Racer Brown's are fine. Shiren's are starting to look a bit bitty, not as bad as Guesty's. Homesick Alien in a great position, pulled away from Web Smurfer. Now Skyjack is only 4 seconds away from Web Smurfer, so yeah, I said he couldn't catch Web Smurfer, remember that, I stand by it. So we've got 5.5 minutes left of this race, and this is the big drama at the moment in this race. Talleyrand and Noxie hunting down Guesty, who's absolutely torn his tyres apart, trying to keep up with Racer Brown in the beginning, you see. Talleyrand within a second of Guesty, Noxie within a second. Look at this. After 25 minutes of racing, 2nd, 3rd and 4th all within a second of each other. It's brilliant. Shiren just trying to cling on to that 5th place, I think, at this point, and hope Homesick Alien doesn't make inroads on him. Homesick Alien, he was closer than that, so he's lost time on Shiren, and he looks like he's settling for that 6th place. On racing mediums, he's the highest racing medium finisher, so that's like winning a race within itself. Web Smurfer 7th, Skyjacker 3.5 seconds behind Web Smurfer. Has he got enough time and laps to get the business done? Ensign Ewart in 9th, 1.9 seconds ahead of Turtle, who put those fresh mediums on. Can he catch up Ensign Ewart? Ensign Ewart puts in a 130.6. Turtle putting a 29.8 in, so he's a lot faster than Ensign Ewart. Something's changed. Talleyrand's on the move around the outside in the flying chicane. My word, well done, that man. So Talleyrand, I mean Guesty's ailing, and his fuel's flashing. 3.5 minutes, nearly 4 minutes. I don't know if Guesty's going to have the fuel. What's Guesty been doing? He's been abusing his Megane. He really has. Someone call the Megane helpline, because someone's been absolutely destroying one of their cars. They've throttled it, burned the fuel, and destroyed the tyres. So Guesty, he's got his hands full with Noxie now. Noxie there. Noxie can smell a podium. And Guesty's trying every trick in the book to make his Megane as wide as possible. But I honestly think Noxie, just chill, man. Just calm down, because he's going to run out of fuel. I don't think he's got the fuel to get home. He's trying to slow you down. Shiren has lost even more time to the guys ahead of him. Homesick Alien 10 seconds away, but 3 minutes of racing left to go. Still a tall order, but Shiren is losing time all over the place. Guesty's still managing to stay ahead of Noxie. Noxie won't be aware of Guesty's woes with fuel. And he'll just want him to get by because he was on pace with Talleyrand. And now Talleyrand, he's pulled out a second on Guesty and Noxie. Noxie giving it his all. He's going to get a podium. He could get a podium here. Guesty, he's going to be on fumes if he gets to the end of this race at all. He must have it set. He must know. And he's had a slight off there because he's got tyre woes as well. And Noxie, he's just getting frustrated. And this is the problem. Stay calm. Stay calm. There he goes. And now Guesty going wide with those tyres. Guesty, I imagine, now he's not racing, but he's got 6 seconds. And I imagine he's going to coast. A lot of coasting in that Megane to come. Racer Brown, I think he's got another lap to do after this one. There is Talleyrand pulling away from Noxie. Noxie breaking away from Guesty. And has he got anything left in this final minute and a half of the race to try and catch Talleyrand up? It's nearly 2 seconds now. Guesty, does he have enough in his car, fuel-wise, to get to the line? Sharon, fuel's flashing now. He's been losing a bit of time. Homesick Alien pushing to try and catch Sharon up, but we are running out of time. Skyjacker, he did catch Web Smurfer. He got past Web Smurfer. Must be those Belgian chocolates he's enjoying. So Skyjacker then in 7th place, and I questioned going in the pits, but it's done him well. He has burnt through some fuel, but I think he's got enough fuel to get there. So Racer Brown leads. Talleyrand is in 2nd. Noxie is in 3rd. 30 seconds left on the clock. Can they get to the line? Racer Brown can. And Racer Brown goes 4th and starts the final lap. I believe Talleyrand and Noxie will get around. Guesty, I think he's playing the clock. He's playing the clock. Sharon was like 5 seconds behind him, only 2 seconds. But Guesty doesn't want to cross that line before the timer runs out. Talleyrand gets through. Noxie gets through. Guesty, 9 seconds. He's going to have to do the lap, isn't he? Sharon's gone past him. Guesty's going to sit there and wait, is he? No, he's gone past. He's going to coast that final lap. Has the timer run out? It has. So Homesick Alien takes 6th place. Skyjacker coming home for 7th. Ahead of Web Smurfer in 8th. Ensign Newer. Look, they weren't that far apart, these guys further back. Ensign Newer coming home for 9th. More points, Ensign. Great stuff. Turtle coming home in 10th. Barely any fuel, though. Can he stay ahead of Coy? Coy then in 11th. Bazza in 12th. Racer Brown flying, and I think these guys are all quite spaced out as well. So what can you say about Racer Brown? He took all that pressure at the beginning of the race from Guesty, and he just kept his lines clean, kept ahead, and in the end Guesty losing a bit of tyre cohesion, dropping back and leaving this man there to win round 4, race 1 of the Megane Trophy at Lago Maggiore on the west side. And Talleyrand, another podium. He's 2nd in the championship, and that's going to put him ahead of Homesick, I believe. And Noxie coming home in a final podium. Take a boo, my son. Great stuff from Noxie. And Sharon wiggling that car to get every last bit of fuel up into the engine in 4th. And Guesty doing the drive home of shame. Although I think he's paused it and scooted off. He's not even going to be there to see himself cross the line. But yes, that fuel tank. Guesty's right. Oh no, they're not even going to let him finish. Sorry. So there you go. Oh, no, they've already finished the race. So there he is. He got pole. He got fastest lap. He is a god. Racer Brown. Let me take you to the race results, and then we'll have a short audio break. You can look at some cars going around the track. And then we'll get on with race 2, which will be a reverse grid. And those that haven't used the medium tyres will have to use the medium tyres. So, Racer Brown got your fastest lap today with a 1:27.675 on lap 5. And he also took the win. Sat there right at the top, all happy as Larry in first place. Talleyrand, a great podium from Talleyrand. What a scrap we saw from Talleyrand, Noxie, Shiren, and in the end, Guesty. But Talleyrand grabbing that second place, and with him sitting second in the championship, only 2 points behind Homesick Alien, I believe that may have put him ahead in the championship. Noxie in a superb podium position there, and that is going to do nothing but help his championship efforts. Shiren in fourth. He showed strong with those tyres, just eluded him. Same story for Guesty in fifth with fuel and tyres. Homesick Alien, solid drive on the medium tyres to come home sixth and top medium runner, with Skyjacker coming home in seventh with a great strategy which I said wouldn't work, and he made work. Well done to that man. In seventh, Webb Smurford coming home in eighth, Ensign Hewitt in ninth, Turtle 10th, with Turtle had an interesting, he did a similar thing but did it in reverse. He started on the super softs, got a great sixth, then had to come in and put some mediums on, but he caught himself a Barry Twins and a Koi Carp, so it's still points at the end of the day with Koi Carp in 11th, and the Baz's tyres, I think, at the end there just went, and he come home in 12th. Right, the settings have been changed. We have been told that we're going again at 20:55. Yeah, in 10 minutes. Cheers, Sky. That's awesome. And we'll go to the track side on the west side, and we'll find someone who's out on the track. No, we won't. Who do we think might go out on track? Interesting. I'm not sure. Guess he'll be on the medium, so you'll be happy about that. All right, well, I'm not hanging around for him because it's hot and I need oh, hang on. Do a quick stream chat, and then we'll someone might go out in that time, and then we'll go for a quick break. So Skyjacker saying love racing super softs in second half of race, is a blast, pushing like crazy. Ensign Hewitt saying evening all, touched grass in turn 1, binned it, congratulations Racer Brown. Turtle saying well, absolutely forgot about the fuel on this track, until saying was a fun race. Ensign Hewitt saying at Turtle, I wondered why you stopped catching me. Oh right, so you had to fuel save. And in that time no one has bothered going out on track, so you can just sit there and watch them in the pits, and I shall return within 10 minutes. Okay people, stay chilled, yeah? Hey, up again? So you're still here, you haven't melted yet then, you lot. Woo-wee. Hey? Isn't it just pleasant? So we're getting ourselves ready for race 2 of the Renault Megane Trophy, Season 2. Excuse me, round 4. Tried to slam a bit of pizza in the cake off. It was rough. No, the pizza's nice, it's just trying to swallow. It's stuck. It's alright. So yeah, the boys are out there warming up. We've got like 4 minutes or so before we move into race 2 of the evening. Let's see if we can keep account of things. Bazza, he has used the medium tyres, so he is free to run in the softs or the super softs in this next race. We've seen fuel is a jeopardy for some of these guys as well, so we will have to keep a very close eye on them fuel tanks. Ren, he's got a set of mediums on, so he will at least, well, we saw his tyres going off, at least the mediums will last him the race, but again, another one that's got a heavy right foot, got through some of that fuel, didn't he now? Ensign Ewart, he did the mediums. Now, he always complains of tyre wear, being a pad user, a game pad user. And so, how will he fare? Will he pit in this lap? Will he go split the softs and the super softs? Oh, Catula's not here, is he? I just realised. Just talk about splitting tyres. So, Ensign Ewart then, after his win as well, not coming to the next race. That's just not cricket. Webb Smurfer, he's free to use the fast tyre now. And what will he be able to do with a set of softs in his possession? And Koikap, he's good to use the softs as well. He used mediums in the first race. Skyjacker used mediums. Racer Brown, Turtle used mediums at the end, didn't he? So Turtle's free and ready to roll. That's new. I like it. Oh, I don't know what to reply with. I don't know. No, nah, yeah, no, well, I'm not rolling. Rolling. Keep those wagons rolling, rawhide. Now, you thought I was going to do the Limp Bizkit one, weren't you? Rolling, ha ha, rolling, ha ha. Bazza, come on. I thought we were friends, man. It hurts, dude. It really hurts. Just really stabbed it to me. He didn't even, he capitalised it as well. He just softly wide me. He wide me. He big wide me. Man alive. Sucker punched. So, who's on pole? Does anyone remember? Is it the Baz? Is it the Baz that's on pole? Baz starting on pole with them racing softs. And now, hang on there a minute. We've not all had Ys yet. Let's have a look. Yeah. And there we go. The final is starting the second race this evening. Another 30-minute race around here at Lago Maggiore. And that'll be on the west side. Thank you. The west wing, please. Alfred. I was going to call Batman's butler Arthur then. But it was Alfred. And there they are lined up. Bazza is on pole. Racer Brown all the way to the back of the back. And how will this race turn out? We don't get a better position than that. We tried the first race. That's what you're stuck with. As they rev their engines, waiting for the lights to turn green. So we can go here at Lago Maggiore for race 2. And that's a super start from Turtle already up the side of Bazza. Bazza going to the inside to try and be defensive, but Turtle's already got the move done, dusted, and he stamped it. There you go, bless you. Skyjacker there holding off a big swarm of cars behind him. Ensign Ewart's in that bundle. So is Webb Smurfer. Guesty in the midst of it all. And it's all changing. Koikap in 7th, Shiren in 8th, Homesick Alien 9th, with Talaran 10th, 11th is Noxie and Racer Brown in 12th, but it's up at the front we've got to keep an eye on as Turtle leads from the Baz, and Skyjacker fancies it today. He's in the racing softs. He's up at the sharp end, and Ensign Ewert's going for a move on Skyjacker, but Skyjacker's got it covered off. And there we go, as the camera comes into focus, we see the top 5 all battling it out. Web Smurfer just getting himself ahead of Ensign Ewert there. And he looks like he wants to get a move done on Bazza. Bazza's lost the position to Skyjacker. Skyjacker now full on assault to the Bandit. He notices a Bandit. He can see a Bandit, and he's heading for the Bandit. And my word, he's all over it already. Bish, bash and bosh, sir. I've got a job to do, and you're in my way. Web Smurfer up to 3rd, Ensign Ewert in 4th. The Baz is dropped down to 5th. That's not great running for the Baz at the moment. Homesick Alien on those racing softs. That's why he's dropped to 5th. He had such a good race with Homesick Alien in the first one. And Ensign Ewert's down there with him as well. 3 wide coming down the straight. And who will break first? Who will break last? We shall see as they go into the first corner. It looks like Homesick Alien braked last. And he's into the corner first, and Bazza on the outside, but Bazza taking the long way round. He's still kept hold of 5th though. Ensign Ewert in 6th. Then we've got Koikarp and Talleyrand alongside each other for 7th and 8th, and Talleyrand's done the move. He's up and he's chasing Ensign Ewert, with Koikarp now having to fend off a medium tired Guesty who wants to make some points up after the disappointment from that first race. And Guesty there in 9th alongside Koikarp. Koikarp's got the softer tyre though, and Guesty's on the mediums, trying his hardest around the outside, and you would say that was Koi's all day long, and it is. Koikarp then stays in 8th with Guesty 9th, and he's got them all lined up behind him. He's got Racer Brown in 10th, he's got Noxie in 11th, and Sharen there. Oh, Sharen must have had a small issue, because he is 4 seconds off of Noxie. We'll see how his race develops, as Skyjacker has done Turtle. I apologise. Turtle under a lot of pressure there from Web Smurfer, Homesick Alien and the Baz. And Turtle clinging on in them racing soft tyres as Web Smurfer gets the move done. And the American is up into 2nd place. Superb stuff with Turtle in 3rd. Homesick Alien though making the move up the inside for 3rd. And Homesick Alien wants a handful of points here. He's got to get them, because Talleyrand I think is ahead of him in the points department, and Homesick Alien standing on those brakes trying to avoid Web Smurfer, and Turtle giving him a little nudge to say don't forget I'm here. And the Bazza there lined up as well. So out front Skyjacker is now 3.2 seconds ahead of Web Smurfer, who's leading this little gaggle of cars which contains Homesick Alien, Turtle, the Baz, and Talleyrand now ahead of Ensign Ewert. He's in 6th and he's chasing after them. And Talleyrand does love his podiums here in this league. Ensign Ewert trying to hold line against Talleyrand, but Talleyrand's got the inside coming into the hairpin, and Talleyrand getting the move done. Well, he was already ahead, but he fended off Ensign Ewert. Was Racer Brown making his way through the traffic up to 8th already, ahead of Koi, ahead of Guesty, and ahead of Noxie. My word, Racer Brown is wasting no time on those medium tyres as well. Coming up against Koikarp. Koikarp on the faster tyre, but he's gone a little wide over the curbs there. Unbalanced the Megane. He's fighting with the Renault, whereas you can see Racer Brown, he's got a synergy with that car. He really is part of that car as we're sat on board with Racer Brown in 9th place. Skyjacker leads from Web Smurfer. Homesick Alien now up into 3rd. He's got past, well, he did get past Turtle, didn't he? Homesick Alien's got past Web Smurfer, and we will cut to that in a second. I'm just sitting on Racer Brown here in 9th place, because it's all nice and packed up with Guesty and Noxie in his rear view mirror. Very close indeed, and it's a very tight field down there trackside. Right then, let's have a look what's going on with Web Smurfer and Homesick Alien and Turtle and Bazza, all in that little battle. But Homesick Alien, he's chasing Skyjacker. Does Homesick Alien want the win? And Skyjacker, who's going to be fastest of them all? Skyjacker with a little bit of a head start, and he Web Smurfer, I think that was a bump draft, so maybe Web Smurfer is working with the Alien to catch up with a Skyjacker, giving him a little bump down the straight. And Turtle and the Baz, I can't imagine they're working together. I imagine They are racing. Gloves off, boys. There we see Talleyrand. And now he's ahead of Ensign Ewart. Kuykart still keeping Racer Brown at bay. And this is super. Racer Brown on those medium tyres. Guesty, he's not attacking in this race, and maybe he's looking after his fuel tank. And there we see, where was it? Racer Brown making the move on Kuykart. He's up the inside there. Kuykart should have the better grip, but Racer Brown's so late on the brakes, doesn't even give Kuykart the option. And now Turtle's in trouble with Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart's got himself by. And my word, what's going on here then? So Baz is up with oh no, Baz is now fighting with Talleyrand. Talleyrand catching up with the Baz. And they're having a nice bash around, isn't he? Maybe Talleyrand didn't get any chocolates either. So Webb Smurfer chasing down Homesick Alien, the Baz and the boss, with Ensign Ewart in attendance there, trying to go 3 wide in the hairpin, and Talleyrand swoops up the inside of him like an eagle, soaring high up into 4th place, and the Baz and Ensign Ewart trying to save face there for 5th place, and the Baz keeps hold of it, but what they do not know is that's Racer Brown behind them. That very light blue flash of speed they see in their rear view mirrors is Racer Brown, and Racer Brown going for the move on Ensign Ewart from nothing. Absolutely came a great move from Racer Brown. Now next target is Bazza and Talleyrand, but Ensign Ewart's trying to come back at Racer Brown. Racer Brown doing all this on those medium tyres, not as much grip. He slid out wide there, but he's kept hold position. But I think Ensign Ewart, as he slipped on back ahead, cheeky. Ensign Ewart then back ahead, and look, they're going to go 4 wide along the straight. That is silly. That's silly, and it's asking for accidents. But Kuykart gained out of that, and so did Racer Brown, but Ensign Ewart still there, giving Kuykart just enough racing room, just enough wiggle room, but Ensign Ewart, and no, he gives up the position now, and Kuykart is up into 7th place. Great driving from Kuykart, and a Racer Brown, Kuykart pulling over out of the look at them all. I can't keep up with who's where. Guesty, Ensign Ewart, Kuykart, all of them together, all of them looking very delicious as they come out of the flying hairpin. And just behind them is that Shiren. Is that the Russian sensation catching them up? Wowzers, eh? What a race. That's how Skyjacker is. Oh look, they're all jostling for position here. It's hard to pull away as Kuykart tries to get up the inside of Ensign Ewart. He does. He gets up the Ensign Ewart. And Guesty's having a look as well, saying, hey up, that looked fun, can I have a go? And now Kuykart is up into 7th, and Ensign Ewart is he's feeling it today. And there's Guesty as well, slips one in, and it's them going wide. Ensign, you've got to stay on the apex, man. And Noxie also getting a move done, and oh, poor Ensign. Yeah, you got to plant that bad boy on the apex to stop these buggers coming through. Where's Shiren? Shiren flew in there. Oh my gosh, sorry. Did he hit anyone? No. How did he not hit anyone? He came from a mile and a half back. Did Shiren. Whooshed in there. I thought there was going to be carnage for sure. Turtle's in the pits. Not sure for why. Lap 4. So Turtle, he's gone in. Skyjacker 3.7 seconds. So Homesick Alien is catching him, and he's bringing Webb Smurfer along for the Jollies. You know, Racer Brown might catch him as well, and Talleyrand. They're not too far. Racer Brown and Talleyrand on those medium tyres doing an absolutely cracking job. Bazza on the racing softs in the mix in 6th. Kuikart's on his tail in 7th place. Guesty in 8th, but he's keeping half an eye on that fuel tank, I imagine, as well as some of the others. Noxie in 9th. Ensign Ewart slipping down into 10, and I think his joystick's connected to his lights, because his lights were flashing a bit there. And Shiren there in 11th on the medium tyres. He's looked after his fuel, looked after his tyres for the first 10 minutes of this race, and now he's unleashing the beast and trying to get some positions. As Skyjacker still maintains that solid lead. He's lost about a second on the Alien. The Alien and Web Smurfer, I can't say that they're working together now because Homesick's about half a second ahead of Web Smurfer. Homesick Alien posting a couple of purples as he chases Skyjacker down. Racer Brown about 6 seconds behind. Now these, don't forget those front three, their tyres will degrade more than Racer Brown's, Talleyrand's, Koikarp there. He's in the midst of it all, isn't he? That's a long shot. If you're watching on your phone, you're not seeing nothing. I'll go back to normal cameras, but it's just such a pretty track. You need them long shots. So Guesty now on the tail. He's on the medium tyre. Oh, he looks like he had a bounce off of the curb there. And he's looking like he wants to get the move done. His medium's probably just coming to the sweet spot. He's got the Bazza right behind him. So Coy holding on to 6th place for the moment. Talleyrand only a second ahead of him, so Coy keeping pace with Talleyrand. Talleyrand's on the medium tyres, and Racer Brown, he's doing some unbelievable lap times with those medium tyres. He's only like a second off of what he was doing on the softs. It's crazy. Skyjacker 3.6 seconds lead, so he's pulled a little bit out on the Alien, who has still got Web Smurfer along for the ride. Then we have a Racer Brown who's slowly pulled away. It's this little battle here. Look at this. Coy, Baz and Guesty. These three are having an absolute blast down here. Guesty going all the way over to the other side of the track to try and break Baz's toe. Both of them slingshot past Koikarp with the toe. And now Guesty in 6th, Baz in 7th, Koikarp slipping to 8th. Coy's still there though. He's got the advantage in the corners, I believe. Oh no, Baz is on softs as well, isn't he? So Guesty doing, but this is it. This must be the threshold where those softs start dipping under the mediums, because we can see the medium boys now starting to slice through the traffic. And their tyres are still looking fresh, bruv. Racer Brown 6 seconds from Web Smurfer. Web Smurfer 8 tenths behind Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien is the closest he's got so far to Skyjacker. 3.3 seconds. He can see him. Let's get on board and let's see how much he can see him. So we're in 2nd place with Homesick Alien. Whoosh. And we just saw a flash of Skyjacker's Renault just disappearing around the corner ahead of us. That is all too tantalising for Homesick Alien. Just in reach of Skyjacker, but it's Skyjacker's to lose. They're both on the racing soft tyres. Skyjacker's the faster man of the two if you go by the fastest lap. And Homesick Alien, all he can do is try and keep on the pressure. He's pulling away even further from Web Smurfer. Racer Brown 6 seconds adrift of them, and I think we're only halfway through this race. Let's have a look at the fuel tanks then. Yeah, Skyjacker's doing okay with fuel, so's Homesick. I think they've learnt their lessons from the first race. And Talleyrand in 5th, Guesty now in 6th. We saw him get that moved on Coy with Baz. And now he's only 2 seconds away from Talleyrand. Talleyrand did a 29.0 his last time around. 30.1, but Guesty might have been in traffic when that lap time was set. Sharon closing in on Koikarp as well. Noxie's still part of this race, don't forget. As the soft tyres go away, Ensign Ewer, I think, he's lost some grip out there. He's dropped to 11th. Skyjacker still maintaining that 3-second lead on Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien steadily pulling away from Web Smurfer as Racer Brown steadily pulls in towards Web Smurfer, making this an interesting last few laps when we get there. Talleyrand 3 seconds behind Racer Brown, 2 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty a 29.1 last time around, 29.2, so they're about the same pace as each other, and that could get fruity before the end. Sharen's got himself ahead of Koikarp,
And Shiren now on the move in this race, up into 7th, Koi in 8th, ahead of the Baz. But he's coming back at Shiren. He's going for a one up the inside of the Russian sensation. He slings it in there, and Shiren calmly just sits in the toe and knows that Koikarp's tyres are just going to slowly go away from him. Koikarp having that advantage in the corners with a bit of extra grip, but that's only for a couple of laps. And Shiren, I will destroy you. So Koikarp at the moment in his Karcher Renault is keeping Shiren at bay, and Shiren is throwing everything at him. And it's a lovely little battle we're getting here for 7th and 8th. The Baz going into the pits, so the Baz changing those tyres, possibly as Shiren goes for the move on Koi, and he gets it to stick somehow, some way. Koi still with that soft tyre advantage, goes for the inside in the next corner. They're side by side going through there. This is fantastic racing between these two. Shiren then just edging ahead for 7th place. Up ahead of him, Guesty managing to pull away. Shiren trying to break the toe as Koikarp goes for the move. He's going for the outside. He can't get that inside line. Oh, Shiren just giving Koikarp enough room there, and Shiren stays ahead, but something tells me Koikarp's got more in store for him as they come up the hill. But Koikarp's tyres won't be getting any healthier, and Noxie, I imagine, is pulling slightly closer, although he did a 32.8 his last time around. Ensign Ewart, he pitted, and so did the Baz. They're in their own little battle down here, and Turtles come back out on track with the Super Softs. So has Baz with the Super Softs, and Ensign Ewart has just gone for another set of softs. Skyjacker then 2.6 second lead on Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien is slowly, steadily closing in on Skyjacker. Can Skyjacker stay ahead for the next 11 minutes and 40 seconds? Smurfer trying to keep up with the Alien, but he's dropped back a little bit more, and this is the threat. This is the threat in 4th place. Racer Brown on those medium tyres. The tyres ahead of him will be going away before the end of the race, and that is when Racer Brown is going to be picking up some positions. We will have to see. Talleyrand, solid 5th place for him. Guesty's trying to catch him up, but they are virtually the same. Well, actually, Talleyrand went a lot quicker than Guesty. That last lap around did a 29.6, whereas Guesty just did a 30.1. Wow, that was an awesome shot. So Shiren in 7th. He slowly pulled away from Koi, and as we predicted, Noxie, and this is the tyre problem coming into the last 10 minutes of this 30-minute race, and the racing softs are starting to degrade, and Noxie has just closed right up on the back of Koi, who at the moment, he could be under threat from the pit stoppers. If his tyres get any worse, there goes Noxie trying to get the move done up the inside. He's in a great position to late break Koi, but Koi still manages to claim the corner, and Koikarp survives 8th position for a couple more corners as Noxie sits back. But we saw in race 1, Noxie gets his man in the end, so I think Noxie, he shows great patience in his racing. He's happy to sit there, just chip away, chip away at it, and he gets the move done. At the moment in 9th place, fighting with Koikarp 8th as they come up the hill, and it's tight. Sharen's there for the taking ahead of Noxie as well. Sharen heavy with his fuel in the first race. Noxie did fine with his fuel, so you never know. There's still a position ahead for Noxie and Coy. I'm talking like Coy's not there anymore, but he's still there. He's still got tyres. They're not great, but he's still got some. And that's my concern for Coy, that those tyres really do fall off the edge of a cliff. Oh, and Noxie's getting really frustrated now. You can see he's dancing. He had this with Guesty as well. Guesty trying to keep Noxie behind. And Noxie just taking a break before he starts his next assault on Koi car behind Noxie. We've got the Baz. We've got Ensenua on those faster tyres. I think Turtle's a couple of laps down now. He's on lap 9, whereas they're on lap 15. So, but yeah, the Baz on those sticky. Oh no, he's gone for no. That's sorry. Yeah, super soft tyres. He's going to be going for some lap times, I imagine. Ensenua along with him with the soft. So Koi and Noxie, 12 seconds ahead of them. But we know how the tyres go away. At the moment, Koi Karp surviving in 8th with those shoddy tyres. Sharen pulling away. Only by 1.5 seconds though. Koi Karp really is, well, keeping good pace. He did 29.9 his last lap. So his tyres aren't dead yet. We're not having a funeral for him, but they're well on their way. We've got 1 foot out the door. And there we see Skyjacker 2.5 seconds ahead of the Alien. Crosses the line. With the 29.0, what can the Alien do? 29.7, so Skyjacker a little bit faster. No, 29.1, sorry. So they're about the same pace as each other at the moment. Webb Smurfer some 4 seconds behind, and there you see Racer Brown looming large in the background there. He's pulled away from Talaran 6 seconds. How does he do it? He just has a gifted touch. And Mrs. Racer Brown must be very satisfied, is all I can say. Racing a car is like making love to a beautiful woman. So Racer Brown then, from the back of the grid, some 23 minutes ago, has slowly chugged away at this race, lap by lap. He's up to 4th place, and he's catching the final podium position. Webb Smurfer, only 1.5 seconds in it. Webb Smurfer last time around posted a 29.7. Racer Brown doing a 28.4. He's kept them mediums doing 28s all the way through this race. That is phenomenal. Skyjacker 2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. So tense up the front there. Skyjacker led from the start. Homesick Alien is giving it everything he's got, but he's running out of time. 6 minutes remaining in this race. Webb Smurfer seems to be on borrowed time. Oh, and I think Noxie's got past Coy. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So Noxie finally got the move done, and he's ahead of Coy. Coy only 10 seconds ahead of Bazza, who's on the super softs, still opting to stay out there. Maybe he's going to finish the race on those racing softs. Only 5 more minutes to go. No doubt they will get to the end of the race. But can the Baz close up that 10 seconds? It was 14 seconds. Ensign Hewitt going for a move on the Baz, and he gets it done. Ensign Hewitt on those soft tyres. Ensign Hewitt on the soft tyres goes ahead of the Baz. The Baz, I thought, was going to be caning some lap times to catch up with Coy. And Coy, I think he's sitting pretty there for that 9th spot. Noxie then up into 8th, 3 seconds behind Sharen. Sharen not looking like any sign of yielding that. 6th for Guesty, chasing down Talaran, 4.4 seconds. I think Talaran's got him covered off. Webb Smurfer has lost the position. I apologise. We will see if we can catch it, but I'm not promising anything. Hey, there you go. Went up the inside of him through the final sector, and that is Racer Brown up to a podium position. And I don't know, I think he's missed too many rounds. Or maybe not, I don't know. But he's throwing his hat in the ring, I was going to say. And And there you go, Racer Brown, 5 seconds behind Homesick Alien, 28s. Homesick Alien, though, is also doing 28s. Oh, Homesick Alien is within 2 seconds of Skyjacker. 4 minutes left of this race, and Skyjacker, he must be feeling immense pressure right now. It must be feeling palpable. In the chats, we have Psycho Sheep saying evening chat and comms as always brilliant. Oh, thanks, Psycho. You gents need to sponsor me a PS5. This is on Sport. This is still GT Sport, my friend. Half of them are still playing on PS4s. GT7's still too shaky, man. It's shaking Stevens. It's the fidget one. It's got Tourette's. The lobbies are just too sketchy. So yeah, we're still sticking with GT Sport. We love GT Sport. It's fantastic. All the bad things I ever said in every broadcast before this, just ignore them, because it is true. You don't know what you've got until you've lost it, or until they promise a new game that's better, and it is better. I'm not saying it's worse, it's just lobbies are not. Anyway, Skyjacker's 1.3 seconds in the lead of this race with just under 3 minutes left to go. What will happen? What will happen? As Skyjacker's tyres bit the big one, they're exactly the same. When I flick between the cars, you can see the red on the tyres don't look any different between the two of them. But Homesick Alien is on a push and a shove, and he looks like he's ready to go. Racer Brown in that third. I do not believe he's going to catch up the Alien, but he's fought back for a lovely podium position in car 86. And Webb Smurfer, you've got to feel bad for Webb Smurfer, but he's got to keep it on the track, because Talleyrand's only 6 seconds behind, and a trip to the Shadow Realm will not help with your 4th position. You've already lost the podium, but Webb Smurfer, we saw there, living on the edge and catching it. It was a great catch. Talleyrand there in 5th, solid drive, doesn't look like Guesty's any threat behind, and Webb Smurfer might throw it off just yet. He's still driving on the raggedy edge. His fuel started flashing with 2 minutes to go. I believe that's okay. I think that'll be fine. So Talleyrand 5th, Guesty 6th. Still great point scoring positions for these guys. Shiren up to 7th. Noxie nearly caught Shiren up. Remember, Shiren was like nearly 3-4 seconds ahead of Noxie. Well, Noxie has gained massive gains with 1.5 minutes to go. Shiren doing a 30.5 last time around. Is Shiren worried about his fuel? Noxie's got a little less fuel, but Noxie's on a push. Look at him, he's really closing in on the Russian. Half a second between it, and I don't think 7th and 8th is finished yet, with 1 minute, just over 1 minute on the clock. There's plenty of racing to go here, and who knows what to watch. Skyjacker 1.1 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. They'll cross the line and get another lap in before the end of this race, and it's getting awfully tight up the top there for Skyjacker, and I'd imagine he's getting a little squeaky bumhole time. And you've got something like Homesick Alien bearing in, but at the moment Skyjacker holding his own to gain his 2nd race win, isn't he? He's already won one. He's one to watch in the championships. He's dropped around. He missed a round. So there goes Skyjacker to cross the line and start his final lap here at Lago Maggiore. That'll be the west side. And Skyjacker still leads by 8/10. Homesick Alien edging ever closer. Racer Brown crosses the line before the timer runs out. Webb Smurfer gets across the line. Talleyrand, he crosses the line. So Guesty will be our first finisher in 6th place. And he'll be happy about that because his fuel's not great. So 6th for Guesty, great stuff. Shiren trying to keep Noxie at bay. Finishes in 7th, Noxie in 8th. Koikarp keeps that 9th. Great stuff for Koikarp, sorry. The Baz comes home in 10th, but he's under pressure. We saw Ensign and Baz having a great race, and it looks like they carried it all the way to the line. Right then, up front, Skyjacker 6/10 ahead of Homesick Alien. Racer Brown's only 4 seconds behind him. He's only gained a second on these guys. It's the last lap. I think Racer Brown is not going to be a part of the equation, but Skyjacker is very light on fuel. So is Homesick Alien. Can you imagine if they both ran out of fuel and Racer Brown caught them up? So Skyjacker 3/10 ahead of Homesick Alien. This is going to be a grand finale. There's about 2 corners left. And Skyjacker, can he keep that Alien behind him? Yes, he can. The Alien seems to have dropped back a little bit. We saw Turtle crossing the line there as Skyjacker comes around the final corner to claim his second win of the championship. Go ya, boy! Homesick Alien gets second. Racer Brown, take a boo, my son, gets third. Web Smurfer, solid points in fourth. And Talleyrand again, great points for fifth. And what a great couple of racers, man. We have come across a gold mine in these races. They are absolutely cracking. There he is. He's got his coral. He's got his trophy. He got the fastest lap as well. So super stuff from Skyjacker and a championship win. If you ever did say, that's got to be mounting a serious attack on the championship. Right then, let's go to the race results. We'll quickly have a look at the chat. Skyjacker saying, wow, that was tough. Psycho Sheep saying that was an epic finish. And Psycho Sheep also saying, well done, Skyjacker. And here, let's have a look down that finishing order for you. Skyjacker takes the win. He led pretty much from lap 1, and it was never in doubt that the win was going to be his. Homesick Alien gave it his all, and a great drive from Homesick Alien to result himself with a second place, which might put him, I don't know, I'm not even going to guess, but yeah, he's fighting with Talleyrand, but I don't know if he is fighting with Talleyrand only, because Skyjacker could be in the mix with a missed round, and Racer Brown obviously has missed a round. No, he's missed 2 rounds, so Racer Brown maybe not in the battle, but I would definitely say Skyjacker possibly could be, with a win already under his belt and now a second win. He's putting himself on Homesick Alien levels there with 2 wins. So Skyjacker took the win, Homesick Alien in second, and Racer Brown rounds out your podium. Web Smurfer, a great drive to fourth, and commiserations, man. That third place looked like it was yours, but what can you say about Racer Brown? He's special. And Web Smurfer comes home fourth. Talleyrand in fifth. Another great weekend. Great evening for Talleyrand. Look, to me, in my mind, we've just done a whole weekend's racing. This is a weekend event. We've just, condensed it into one night quick. So Talleyrand there comes home in fifth. Guesty in sixth. And, you'll be gutted about that first race. But that wasn't bad, Guesty, for sixth. He had to fight through on a set of medium tyres. Shiren as well, fighting through in seventh. Noxie also eighth. Great drives from all of these. Koi Carp, he was defending like a lion for a lot of that race, Koi Carp, and drove absolutely superb for his ninth. Bazza coming home in 10th after having to make a pit stop. Ensenua also making a pit, but them two looked like they had a world of fun with each other at the back. And Turtle dropped into the pits on lap 4 and came back out again, and he came 12th. Right, so that's it. I haven't seen anything in Discord about any racing Friday night, so take a night off, guys. Chill. It's going to be hot, so you probably don't want to get yourself in a racing seat and get all hot and sweaty. In the chat, Ensign Hewitt saying, I love racing Barry Twins. We have some great battles. Skyjacker saying, thanks, Sheep. And Ensign Hewitt saying, great comms. Ah, thank you, Ensign. May the force be with you. Okay, so that was our Thursday evening racing. Tuesday, we've got something new. So keep your eyes open. I think it's the Super GTs again. So get yourself ready for some live streaming, because I'm going to stream it at you hard. I'm going to give you those Super GTs really hard, okay, on Tuesday night. So come here with us for the fun, the bants, and the corruption. Chocolate Gate still wide open, we'll you know, we might have to interview Mrs. Skyjacker exactly who the boss is and where the chocolates originated from. But we'll look. I'll look. Don't you worry. I will keep on top of the case. Right. So yeah, next race is Tuesday. It's Super GTs, I believe. It's going to be great. And then we'll be back here Thursday with the Meganes. I have heard rumours that some Sunday night racing is coming our way soon, so we will look forward to that. But in the meantime, like I said, check out our website if you want to see the up-to-date tables and get into Discord with us. And you can do all of that through the website at www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. Join the conversation today. There you go. Or join the race today. And I've got no more news to tell you. I think that's it. I've aired all of my concerns. And Mama Homesick saying, thanks, Thingy, great as always. It can't always be. I don't believe you, because it can't be great every time. There must be somewhere you just think, oh, yeah, he was talking a load of faffle. Anyway, I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Mike Litteris. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club, and we will see you soon. Peace and love. Peace and